Good morning, students. Welcome in HCP lecture. Today I will start the lecture of Hospital and Clinical Pharmacy, chapter number 6, that is non-sterile manufacture. Let us see the shortly look at the what we saw in previous lecture. Okay. Definition of non-sterile manufacture, then introductory part, space requirement, then manufacturing of department, equipments and manufacture of suppository. Firstly, what is the definition of non-sterile manufacture? That is, non-sterile manufacturing concerned with fabrication of dosage form except parenterals, which is carried out according to standard laid down under Schedule M and N of Drug and Cosmetic Act 1944. Okay. Then introductory part of non-sterile manufacture. Then space requirement. In space requirement for the manufacture of tablets, pills, then hypodermic tablets is around 900 SQ. It is 200 SQ meter for filling of hard gelatin capsules for manufacture of eye ointments, eye lotions, eye drops and other preparations for external use. Around 250 square meter area is required. Okay. Then in manufacturing department, first point is cleanness, then second is raw materials, then manufacturing procedure. Okay. Then next point is equipments. In equipments, method of granulation. In method of granulation, three methods of granulation. First is wet granulation, then dry granulation and direct compression. Okay. Then in equipment, first is method of granulation, second manufacture of pills and compressed tablets, then bulk concentration and commercial product of emulsion. In manufacture of pills and compressed tablets, that is granulating section, second coating section, then capsule filling and ointment and liquids. Okay. In granulation section, disintegrator, powder mixer, then mass mixer, granulator and thermostatically controlled oven. Then coating section, jacked kettle which can be gas or electrically heated for prepare of solution, coating pan, polishing pan, heater and exhaust system. In capsule filling, mixing and blending equipments, capsule filling machine and capsule counter. In ointment and liquids, thermostatically controlled and electrically heated hot air oven. Then gas or electrically heated kettle with suitable mixing arrangements, tube filling machine, then mixing and storage tank made of stainless steel or other suitable liquids, liquid filling machine, autoclave, filter press, aluminum cap sealing machine. Okay. In bulk concentrate, first is procedure for bulk compounding. Okay. In first, general procedure for production of syrup involves 3 point dissolve of water soluble ingredients except sucrose, then addition of sucrose followed by sorbitol, and third is paraben may be added. Then fourth is make up the volume, cool and filter, and second is for hydroalcoholic solution. In that, dissolve all alcohol soluble ingredients in alcoholic solvent, then water soluble ingredients are dissolved in water, and last is with continuous agitation add aqueous solution to alcohol solution. Okay. Then commercial production of emulsion. In that, the emulsifying machine can be put into the following 4 classes, that is mixers, homogenizers, then collard mills and ultrasonic emulsifier. Then in homogenizer, emulsifier and stirrer, and in previous lecture mixture, homogenizer, then colloidal mills, ultrasonic emulsifiers, ointment we have seen. Okay. Then last point, manufacture of suppositories. In that, mold, calibration of molds, then displacement value of solid medicament we have seen in previous lecture. Now see, the next point is method for determination of displacement value. In that, the general mold of 1 gram or 5 grain is used. First is prepare and weight 6 suppositories of base only, then suppose its weight is a gram. Okay. Then second is prepare and weight 6 suppositories of base containing 30% medicament, that is suppose its weight is b gram. Then third is calculate the amount of base C and drug D gram in these 6 suppositories. C is equal to the 70% of B and C is equal to the 30% of V. Therefore, the amount of base displayed by drug Dg is equal to the A minus Cg displacement value, that is D divided by A minus C. Okay. Then next is example. Weight of 6 unmedicated suppositories, that is 8 grain, that is A. Then weight of the 6 suppositories containing 30% of drug, that is 10 gram, that is B. Then quantity of base is 70% of 10 is 7 grain, that is C. Then quantity of base 30% of 10 is equal to the 3 grain, that is D. Then base displaced by 3 gram of the drug, that is D, and 0.8 minus 7 is 1 minus 7 is equal to the 1 grain. Okay. Then displacement value of the drug, that is 3.0 divided by 1.0 is equal to the 3. Then the list of displacement value are given in the literature. Okay. Such determination often procedure variable result because more or less air becomes entrapped in the mass during stirring. In general method of preparation of suppositories containing insoluble solids. First stage, in that stage first, second, third and fourth. Firstly, see the stage first. In stage first, thoroughly lubricate the mold and invert in on ice to drain and cool. In first stage, lubricate the mold and invert to on ice to drain and then cool. Then in stage second, place in the dish the weighted amount of stirred cocoa butter. Stand it over a warm water bath until 2/3 is melted and then remove it. Firstly, place the dish and weighted amount of the stirred cocoa butter. Then it is stand over the warm water bath until 2/3 is melted and then remove it. The remainder will be made with stirring, and this will be prevent overheating of base, which often causes unsatisfactory suppositories. Okay. In stage third, place on the worn slab the weighted quantity of the powder medicament and over it pour about half the melted base. Work into a smooth cream as quickly as possible using a flexible spatula. Transfer to a dish and stir to form a homogeneous mixture. Cool the mixture on the cold water until it is just too thick to pour, and then return to it the water bath for few seconds, stirring until the mass become pourable. Fill each cavity to overflowing, taking care to stir the mass continuously to ensure even distribution of medicament. As cocoa butter contract upon cooling, over filling is necessary to prevent halo in the top of finished suppositories. When the liquids has just set, this excess is trimmed off horizontally using the sharp nib. As cocoa butter contract upon cooling, over filling is necessary to prevent hollow in the top of finished product. These are the stage 3. Then last is stage 4. Stand the mold for half an hour in cold place, or is ice in available, or on ice if available. Open the mold, remove the suppositories and lightly wipe off lubricant with a clean cloth. Okay. Then next is preparation of suppositories by fusion process. It is applicable to all suppository bases. This process is divided in 5 steps. First is melt the mass, then mix the drug into the melt. Third is pour it into the mold just before it congeals. Then allow the melt to cool and congeal into suppositories. 5. Remove the suppositories from mold. Okay. Then suppositories made by compression. In that, first the ingredients are mixed with gradually increased amount of grated base. In the dispensary, a mortar and pestle are used. Generally, enough heat is produced from the compression and shearing of soften the base and allow satisfactory admixture. But if formula contains much power, it is helpful to warm the mortar to not more than 30 degrees Celsius. Then on a larger scale, hand or power operated MAC lines are used. In this, the prepared mass C is placed in the cylinder A and forced through the narrow opening tip by means of piston B into a mold. The thread of mass passing into the mold G are compressed until the homogeneous fused mass is formed in F. The mass and compression cylinder of the machine should be chilled to prevent the heat of compression making the mass to fluid. Then compression molding is useful to suppositories containing insoluble solids, that is because there is no risk of sedimentation, or thermolabile medicaments. It is unsuitable for glycerin gelatin products and to little advantage when melting is an essential stage in the preparing the mass. Then next is hand rolling. In hand rolling, the hand rolling is the simplest three methods, but it is suitable only if small number of dosage units are to be prepared and if formulate are braced in cocoa butter. Okay, the required amount of active ingredients are formed with sufficient cocoa butter for total formula, allowing about the 2 gram of cocoa butter per suppository. If infant suppositories are being prepared, the average weight may be reduced to about 1 gram. The drug cocoa butter mixture is triturated and kneaded thoroughly, ensuring uniform distribution of active ingredients forming a plastic mass. Then plastic mass formed is molded into a ball with the hands. It is time of making the ball hands are frequently dipped in water to avoid the melting due to the heat from the hands, and these balls is rolled into the cylinder on the pill slab with the aid of large steel blade spatula. Then it is important to use a full length of spatula blade while forming the cylinder to avoid the formation of hollow center which result in the crumbling. Okay, hollow center which result in the crumbling. As the cylinder grow in the length during the rolling process, the end have to be shaped with the fingers avoid cavitation and ultimate collapse. The mass of in that the mass is rolled is an appropriate length about the 1 inch per suppository. In that appropriate length about the 1 inch per suppository are divided into equal segments with sharp blade. Using the fingers to spatula, one end of each of the segment is tapered to the desired shape. Okay, these are the hand rolling. Here are complete the chapter number 6, that is non-sterile manufacture. Okay, on this chapter ask the question in exam. On commercial product of emulsion, in that write a short note on the homogenizer, then write a short note on ointment meal, then in that give the method of determination of displacement value. Okay, then describe the on equipment, describe the methods of granulation for tablets. Okay, that is wet granulation, dry granulation and direct compression. Then on manufacturing of suppository, ask the question in exam like that. Explain in detail about the manufacturing of suppositories. After watching this video, you all students are able to answer these all questions. Okay. Now I will stop here. Thank you.